Right, this is part 3 of the Blind Vets 100k walk around Yorkshire, centred on Knaresborough and Harrogate, and this is the Knaresborough Rugby Football Club, which is pit stop 5. You've got quite a bit of road work to do now, if this map is to be believed, so we will video you the junctions where the road and the walk appear to be side by side. I'll use the trip counter on the vehicle and I'll shout out the mileages as we go along. We leave the Rugby Football Club down this metalled road with a bit of grass either side, and we make our way into the town of Knaresborough. This is how we cross the railway, under the arches, round the corner, still on Hayer Park Lane. The next junction is just around the corner. This is the end of Hayer Park Lane. There's a double mini roundabout intersection here. We're going to be going straight across up the road, which is now known as Stockwell Lane, pavemented both sides, and speed ups that won't bother you guys in boots. Right, Stockwell Lane now does a left turn onto what is known as Park Row. This is heading towards the town centre as we go around this corner, and we continue on up the hill. Up to now, 0.7 of 1 mile has been recorded. This is the intersection of the A59 and Park Row. The road you can see opposite is the B6163, which makes up the next section of the walk. At the moment, 0.9 of a mile has been covered. Don't hit me, Mr. Bus. That was bloody close, wasn't it?
Rather a large bus to be coming around these little roads.
This is Gracious Street, the B163, and as you can see, the pavement has disappeared on the left-hand side. Please remember to walk on the right here. It is facing the oncoming traffic. This is now going down to the River Nid, pretty close to Mother Shipton's Well. We'll stay with you on this bit because it is a little bit scenic. It's all downhill, by the way. You may or may not be able to work that out from the video. Your route now takes you across the bridge, through the Mother Shipton Inn and over the bridge of the River Nid, and more roadworks.
God, you can't get away from them, can you?
The road is now turned into Bland's Hill. We'll climb up out of this gorge and we'll pick you up a bit later. This is the Union Pub, where the route takes a right turn onto Forest Moor Road. That is exactly 1.6 miles from Knaresborough Football Club.
Rugby club.
Rugby club even. It's rugby union, that is a real insult. So now we're going to try and find the point where you actually leave this road and go back to walking on the fields again. Okay, we're still on Forest Moor Road. We're at 2.1 miles out, and on your left hand side is going to be where the footpath sign will take you across the open fields. It could have been there, or on the other hand, it could be one just about here.
So something up there.
Yeah, two possibles there. Very hard to stop. This is a rat run road between Knaresborough and Harrogate. I've got about 6 cars behind me as we speak. And that was 2.4 miles, roughly, in total from the Rugby Football Club. Catch you later, guys. Okay, you can see the problem that we have here. This is Harrogate at its very, very best. There's about 4 miles of traffic trying to get into Harrogate here. This is what I was telling you about. It's a complete no-go situation here. and we may have to abandon this section because for a vehicle it's almost impossible. The good part is that we actually, if Lynn wants to pan the camera around to the right, you will actually have to walk up this section of road, and then you're going to do a left turn, which is where I'm going to now do my London driver and force my way in. And we need to go up Rudding Lane. So with a little bit of luck and a fair wind, get ready for some very nasty horn work here. If you don't do anything, you can literally be here all bloody day. It is one of the great reasons for absolutely hating Harrogate. Fortunately, we just need to go to here, and this is Rudding Lane. We go along here, and then we're going to do a right turn along Crimple Lane, which I believe is this one here. This is Crimple Lane. Okay, this is the end of Crimple Lane, and we can't go no further because it's a private road, authorised vehicles only. Catch you later. Okay, the footpath you can see in front of you is the point where you come off the Hornbeam Park section through the industrial estate, you crossed over the railway, and now you're moving down a bridle path towards Fulwith Mill Lane. This is a private road, apparently, but we explained we were doing it for the Yorkshire vets, and everybody seems to be happy about that. Okay, catch you later. The bridle road continues past the house of John Cotton, otherwise known as the man behind Cotton Traders. As soon as we get to the end here, we'll be back on the public highway. Right, this is the end of the bridle path, and as you can see, there is a cycleway or two, but we are going to do the right turn and follow this road, which is now known as Fulwith Mill Lane, and it will come out eventually on the A61. That's where we'll join you. This is the end of Fulwith Mill Lane, and consulting the overview map, there is a possibility that you are actually following this cycle track. I haven't seen any other footpath signs, but what we're going to do here is we're going to do a left followed by a right into Stone Rings Lane. So we just pull out here, get into the right turn lane, and this should be Stone Rings Lane. Yes, it does look like the Ringway footpath is part of our route now. If you swing right round here this side, Lynn, while the traffic's waiting, you can just about make out the wooden sign. One says Public Bridleway, the other one says Ringway Footpath.
I hope I've managed to catch them.
Well, we can but try it. It's another one of these except for access roads, so we shall see what we see. And here's the end of Stone Rings Lane. And very jolly it looks too.
Looks really
If I'm
quite
not
nice.
mistaken. That's your path down there on the left.
I can see the sign, but you reckon they're going down this way, do you?
I reckon they're going to go down there.
Ah, okay then.
They've got two choices here. The tricky part is that because it is a rather inaccurate map, it does look like the left-hand one, which you're videoing now, is the way to go. Right, this is Clark Beck Close. This is where the footpath joins the road again. It's round the back of St Robert's Parish Church,
Which is over here.
There's a possibility that it actually does go through the graveyard, if the map is to be believed, and that will put you out on Main Street, where we'll join you in a few seconds. On the left by the willow tree marks the edges of the graveyard. This is probably where you're going to be coming out to join the road. Absolutely speed up mad round here. We now have to cross the little bridge just here.
It's a very cute little spot, really.
It is very cute. I just wish it wasn't so popular. And just here on your right is Mill Lane, which is where you'll be doing a right turn.
And we're not going down it. No.
And this is Mill Lane. Off you go. It doesn't go very far before it runs out and drops into open country again. It's a bit on the narrow side, but we can. And there, dead ahead, is the public footpath sign that you are going to take. And of course, we can't. Public footpath, Harrogate Ridgeway public footpath. There you go. See you at the other end, guys. It's only a short walk across this field to Brackenthwaite Lane, where you approach on the right hand side. If the map is to be believed, there should be a corresponding footpath sign on the left. Oh yes, there it is.
And they're going back up there?
You're going up there.
Oh, okay, fine. You just literally walk straight across the road.
Literally walk straight across the road. Okay, if the map is to be believed, we're coming out of the woods now, and here is yet another signpost. And so this entire area is absolutely alive with footpaths. So I do hope they mark this route very, very well. It's going to be incredibly easy to get lost around here. It looks like it follows along the road for a while now. We're still on Brackenthwaite Lane. You've been walking along the road for a few yards, and this is your possible right turn heading in the direction of the River Crimple, or Crimple Beck. You can just see a very old battered sign and a well-trod compacted earth footpath. Yeah, not very wide, but nice enough. Right, still on Brackenthwaite Lane. Looks like you're going to rejoin it again. As you can see, there is a signpost here that's a public footpath, and it looks like it's between the boundary of two properties with
Good grief. Quite how you get onto it, I don't know.
You'll be pleased to know I don't think there's even a stile here. I think what you've got to do is, oh yes, they've put stone steps in for you.
Oh, I see, yeah, I can see them now, yeah.
Next to Fairview Cottage is some stone steps. So got a bit of mountain climbing to do here, guys. Okay, you're going to be back on the road again for a few moments, and we go around this left-hand bend, about 50 yards up the road to Fairview Farm, where we're going to lose you again. I'm going to have a guess this is the post on the right-hand side here. Yep, there's the footpath post now. And yet another staggering stone stile for you to go at.
I like a little hole in the wall.
There you go, talking about primitive styles, there's one for you. And as you can see, it just stretches off into the distance. A nice muddy track to track for you. This is Shore Lane. And at Shore Lane there is a signpost on your right hand side. You'll be coming through from this field on the right.
Out onto the road here.
Out onto the road here, and then you'll be leaving it by a farm on the left hand side in about another 50 yards. Again, it's very, very much hit and miss because there are just so many footpaths around this area. Here's where it should be. This is the Otley Road section, so you're going to come out of here, and as Lynn pans round, you will see you have got Otley Road, the B6161 to walk down for what looks like a considerable distance before it disappears after the Briscoe Ridge Lane just down the road a piece. We'll see you at the Briscoe Road junction. And this is the possible footpath that's going to take you off the Otley Road and into the countryside again. And this is where we're going to leave you because, as you can probably work out, there's no more daylight left to film in.